Hi, and welcome to Model 2 of the Shielding course. I'm gonna talk to you about how to protect your energy against draining situations and negative people, energy vampires. So we're gonna talk about the different types of shields I use in my daily life and that I think works really well. So first, before we're gonna go use a shield, I'm gonna tell you that it is important first to anchor yourself into your present moment first. So let's get this scenario in that you're gonna go into a meeting with your boss or a negative person or a bully or narcissist or somebody who's depressed, whatever the reason you feel drained and you're not looking forward talking to this person, you want to protect yourself. So you're going to choose a shield. First, before you go into that meeting, you need to make sure you're anchored. And to use your anchor, you need to be in the present moment, like be in your body and be in your own energy field. That's important. So what I use as an anchor is often just a breath, taking deep breaths in and out. You can use a stone. I have a little crystal here, a little beach pebble, a little beach pebble. You can put it in your pocket. And when you feel that, make a decision. This is going to be my anchor. Every time you feel that in your pocket, okay, be in a present moment. Taking deep breaths in and out. Being in your own energy body will make your protection stronger. So you can also use a cup of tea and breathe in and out in your cup of tea, feel the mug, be present in your own body is going to help you through this negative talk. So what are the energy shields you use? So you're just talking to your narcissistic boss. You don't want that feel their energy at all. So what do? You can't avoid it. Well, there are 6 types of energy shields that I use that help, and you can just pick any of them. Like these are happy tokens that I use to protect yourself. And you're sitting at your desk, you're having a phone call, and you have your happy token with you. It reminds you of an energy in a better place and a better time, and you can just visualize that in your body right away. But to help you, you need your happy token with you. And I often pin down on my desk, cards of a holiday, a photo frame of your loved ones, or give me anything. I have some little Starbucks cup. It's a Christmas decoration that I put on my on my desk, and you can decorate your desk space um, as fancy as you like with your happy tokens. I have here a little sort of key hanger mirror with my daughter's photo on it. That's my happy token. Some shells, seashells from a lovely beach holiday, and I have a whole. I like to collect stones. I have a whole bowl here with stones. With stones on my thing. But happy tokens do remind you of an energy and a place of a happier time, and that's important to tune into that energy to make your barrier stronger. Another one that's really helpful is mirroring. You have your little mirror. I know this is a mirror, but your shield, visualize a mirror around you before you're going to talk to a person so that everything that's bad and negative will reflect back at them. So what goes around comes around. Write that back at them. Whatever you do, say negativity towards another person will always affect you as well. So as a person, so be nice. But if somebody is mirroring, it's going to be definitely not the energy that's going to be you that's going to be affected. Really effective mirroring. A barrier, I mean, with a barrier is like a literal barrier. If you're sitting, just if you're sitting next to a draining person or somebody who is having trouble with their mental health or a bully or just you have these people who are just moan and constantly sigh about their how bad their lives is, are like, oh, it's raining again. Politics always like nobody's ever good enough. I never have a holiday. My salary sucks. They never take responsibility for their own life. They snap out of it. But they don't. They keep their moaning, and victimhood is part of their image and their ego. That's what they like to be. That's they feed off that negative attention. Know your problem. Don't fix that. They're not one to be fixed. Victims, chronic victims, are victimizing as a way of life. It's a lifestyle. Don't take that away from them. So use a physical barrier. Have a plant. Put it next to you. Put a vase of flowers there. Have your headsets. Silk scarves. Surround yourself with silk. It's apparently very good. Crystals, salt lamps. If you can take that with you. Whatever spray, if you can. Clear the air. Physical barriers can be very, very helpful. Move your desk. Um, you know, have your back towards that person that you can see them. Don't see them. Don't make eye contact. Don't fall for their trap. Okay, the next one, visualization. Visualization is a very strong one. You visualize yourself in a bubble of light, and the bubble of light works as you're sort of in 1 meter, sort of 1 meter, surround yourself with 1 meter distance, as that is your personal boundary space. If anybody invades your personal boundary space within that meter, you feel uncomfortable. So just have a bubble of light. You have different types of light as well, but I will not go into that. White light, white bright light is good enough. And then protect yourself from their energy, that everything is in your bubble is yours, everything outside is theirs. And you can talk to a person without that person getting attached, or their energy getting attached to your body. The dolphin brain is something I come up with myself. I use it quite often in situations. A dolphin brain is sometimes is half engaged and half sleeping, because if they would be completely sleeping underwater, they drown. So there are parts of their brain can do something else while the other half is sleeping. How cool is that? So if you see your students in a classroom also on their laptops or on their phone, or doodling, is that word? Doodling. It's actually quite helpful for listening and active listening if you doodle as well. But if you listen into a very negative talk, and I'm sorry to say, if I'm just having, a talk with my mom on the phone, she can be really draining and go endlessly about the neighbors' flower beds. You have plenty of time on your hands to do something else. And you just engage half of your brain thinking about, how lovely would that be on holiday? Where am I going on holiday? It's like what comes naturally to you if you're trying to meditate and fully be present in the moment. You always think about something else at that very time. That's dolphin brain. And it will help you trying to cope with the negative talk. And sometimes you cannot do something else but trying to listen, and oh, yeah, terrible. Oh my God, that's so terrible for you. And you think, yeah, I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have chicken curry for dinner, I think. Yeah. Take the edge off. Don't do that. I don't do that with clients, though, I promise. Fly on the wall. Fly on the wall is a nice one because it gives you a different perspective. What if you are that fly on the wall? How do you feel? What do you see? What scenario do you see? And have that perspective in mind. What does it matter in 100 years' time? Would that still be an issue what you're going through? And no, it's never personal. So these are the 6 barriers that I use. Let me know if that's helpful, what scenarios you use, what shields you use for what scenario, and let me know what you do and how helpful that was. And don't forget to book your free follow-up session with me, then we can just go through it in more personal detail and see what works for you and what doesn't. So I see you in module 3, where we're going to do some wrapping up, next steps, and how to make sure to fill your cup. Okay, bye.